No, look, when I came to Australia with the $50, I never thought I was going to be a property entrepreneur in the first place. I was just concentrating on my nursing job.
Welcome to the Buyers Agent Institute show. The purpose of the show is to bring awareness to buyers agents, to bring awareness around the career opportunities that the buyers agent sector is providing people, to bring awareness around the value that buyers agents are providing people who need help buying property. Our goal with the show is to strip back and dive into the opportunities, the journeys, the stories of remarkable buyers agents who are paving the way forward in one of the fastest growing career sectors in real estate. Our guest today is Sanders Muleya. Sanders has an awesome story. He came to Australia from Zimbabwe in 2004. He had a family and has a family, and he came by himself for the first year. He's a registered nurse, and he was a registered nurse before he arrived. He wasn't just working that job, he was working 3 jobs. And when his family arrived a year later, within 6 years after that, Sanders had accumulated 15 properties in Australia. And he made some mistakes along the way. However, he was able to purchase and build a portfolio of 15 properties. Sanders right now is pursuing his passion as a buyer's agent. He's recently started his buyer's agent company called MSISA Property Consulting. He specializes in positive cash flow properties that deliver also instant equity across Australia. I'm really excited to dive into Sanders' story. It's very inspiring. Today, I'd like to welcome Sanders.
Hi, Ben.
How are you, Sanders?
I'm fine. Thanks very much to have me here.
Pleasure having you here today, I must say.
I'm excited to be here.
You have a remarkable story. I didn't really understand the extent of it until a few months after we met. I thought we'd begin maybe just hearing from you around, obviously, I didn't mention as well when I introduced you that when you arrived here from Zimbabwe in 2004 by yourself, obviously not with your family, you had $50 with you. Did you ever think that you would then be able to purchase and build a portfolio of 15 properties within a 6-year time frame?
No, look, when I came to Australia with the $50, I never thought I was going to be a property entrepreneur in the first place. I was just concentrating on my nursing job.
Yeah, I've always had a lot of respect for people who carry out the role in nursing and looking after people and being in service in that way. Did you ever think that you'd then transition into real estate at all?
When I was young, when I was 18, I had a passion for property. I actually happened to build my first property when I was 20 years old. It's something that I loved, but I never thought I would achieve so much.
It's amazing. And your wife, I'm assuming she's been very supportive of all the transition that you've made and changes?
Yeah, look, we have gone through difficult times, just settling into a foreign country. But once we did, my wife has been supportive throughout the journey.
Was there any mentors or specific people that you may have not met who you would maybe still consider as a mentor just through inspiration that helped you get through not so much the adversity, but I mean, coming to a country where you don't know anyone, moving you by yourself and leaving your family behind with literally $50, and then being able to create what you've created for your family and yourself. I mean, was there anyone that you were following or inspired by that helped you stay on the path of entrepreneurship?
Initially, I just started on my own. I made a couple of mistakes, but realized I would go nowhere. So this is when I started educating myself. The person that comes into mind is a lady called Boholt. She has actually helped me a lot, and she has been an inspiration up to this stage.
Amazing. That's phenomenal. And it's important, right, to have people that you look up to and mentors and people that can help you navigate and stay on the correct path.
Yeah, you are correct, Ben, because for now, everything I am doing, anything that I'm achieving, anything I'm learning, I always have got a mentor behind me.
That's phenomenal. You made some mistakes like we all do with some of your initial investments, is that correct?
Yes, I actually lost a lot of money on my first investment, and yeah, that's when I thought I needed a lot of education.
So education has been also something that has been important along your journey?
Apart from education itself, I find actually implementing what you have learned, it changes a lot. You can read books, you can do whatever you do, but if you don't implement it, it doesn't make sense.
Execution, right?
Execution.
Yeah. I feel like with all the information available online and how interconnected everything is with technology, we can learn so much, spend so much money on learning, but if we're not executing, I guess we may not ever get there, right?
Yes, it actually just remains a dream until you do it. You will never achieve anything until you get to practice it.
So let's talk about when you first got here, you were away from your family, you were working as a registered nurse here in Australia. You were then working 2 other jobs, is that correct?
So I can actually say I was working pretty much 24/7. I had my main job. I had other 2 jobs that I used to actually work because I left my family back in Zimbabwe. I had to raise money to actually bring them here. So that's why I was doing 3 jobs.
3 jobs. Yeah, it's a lot. And now you are running your new business, MSISA Property Consulting.
Yes, so now I am still working as a registered nurse, but I'm actually on my last days of my job. And I have until mid-year, and I'm now gonna work predominantly in my business, MSISA Property and Consulting. Yeah, that has been my main goal.
Okay, and how have you found this whole transition of becoming a buyer's agent and helping other people buy properties like you've done for yourself?
Look, in nursing I've been helping people, and I find that I'm also helping people when it comes to investing. A lot of people don't have knowledge, and I find that inspiring when I see a family or a person that I've helped change, their financial position. This is what actually makes me proud.
Yeah, it's a feeling that's hard to sometimes describe when you're helping people build wealth, build a future. Obviously, getting in there and executing on buying that property or properties for them. It's a good feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, it's actually it's that feeling that you can't really describe, but it is a breath. It's a fresh breath of thinking, and for me, it's something that I really like, and I can't wait to concentrate on it.
How long have you been a registered nurse for?
So I've been working as a registered nurse pretty much for 30 years, and I've done no other career other than nursing.
So this is a big move for you.
Yeah, look, this is something that I've been inspiring for. I've been always looking to be my own boss and be able to work for myself without being tied to a 9-to-5 job.
Unbelievable. It's incredible sitting here and talking with you and seeing you, or just even hearing that you've been a registered nurse for 30 years and you've been so successful buying property for yourself, and now you are going to, I guess, move into your new career full time, doing it for other people. I mean, it's not just change, but I think there must be other feelings and emotions coming up for you because it's your passion.
Yeah, look, apart from that, I'll then have enough time with my family. I can plan my life around what I like most. I don't have to be forced to work. Most importantly, I've actually created a very good retirement for myself and everyone around me.
Yeah, it's amazing for your family. Yeah. That's incredible. So you've been doing the buyer's agent business, MSISA Property Consulting, part-time. How many clients have you helped while you've been doing it part-time?
So my business, MSISA Property and Consulting, started in February 2019, and just in the first 4 months I managed to sign 9 clients that I helped, and by today we are almost into February, so my business will be 1 year then, and so far I've helped 15 clients, and I've got 10 clients waiting to be helped.
Wow, that's amazing. Then you probably got too busy, maybe?
Yeah, but that business is the one that where you actually like to do it. You don't feel it.
Doesn't feel like work.
Yeah.
So February this year, obviously next month, which is around the corner, you are going to jump into your MSISA Property and Consulting full time?
Yeah, pretty much. I'm actually having a peg in the sand to leave my main job by May this year.
So the strategy or the strategic direction in terms of where you help people, correct me if I'm wrong, the focus is on positively cash flowed properties?
Yeah, look, I've never liked the negative gearing because it actually is a form of a business where you are just losing money. So I've been concentrating on positive cash flow and instant equity properties where, you know, day one you actually paid for owning that property without waiting for 10 years. On top of that, we also have clients that, you know, they actually want to make instant equity, so meaning they want instant cash. So we then have got properties where you acquire, you can be able to add one or two more houses at the back, sell one, sell two, depending on the strategy, and then move on. So my business is national. I help everyone throughout Australia, but I'm predominantly looking in the South Coast, Western Sydney, Central Coast, also Brisbane and parts of Tasmania.
And your clients that you're servicing, you mentioned that, you know, you signed up obviously quite a lot in your first year. What are the typical concerns or reasons you feel like they're engaging with you? For example, are they people who have never bought an investment? Are they looking to diversify into a different state? Or they're time poor? What are the main reasons you feel like they are engaging with you?
The majority of the clients that are actually engaging us are those that have heard about our story, and clients that are very busy professionals. They don't have time. They may have the expertise, but they don't have time. And so these are people that want to invest, and they want to, you know, invest with a trusted professional who can actually do all the legwork and minimize risk.
Yeah. You've got a phenomenal story, and I mean, it must touch a lot of people's hearts. It's very inspiring, especially for people who are looking to build wealth through assets in property. And, you know, they may only be working one job or whatever their situation is. But I guess when they hear your story and you came here with $50, you were working 3 jobs, you said basically around the clock, and then within a 6-year period, you were able to buy 15 properties. I mean, it must show a lot of hope for people around what's possible.
Yeah, look, people are just concentrating on working and not really looking at their retirement, because time is what we are all measured with. And, you know, everyone should look at how much they have when they are due to actually retire. And personally, I have chosen property as a vehicle to get me there.
Yeah. And do you invest, just on a personal note, do you invest money in anything else, or is it just strictly properties, your platform?
Yeah, as I said, I actually just concentrate on property investing. I do my own developments. I also do joint ventures with other clients that you know, they want us to project manage their projects because they do not time. So I predominantly invest in properties here.
Okay. Had you heard about, before you joined the Institute and you decided to become a buyer's agent, had you heard of buyer's agents previously, or was it a new thing for you?
I've heard about a buyer's agent, and I've actually used one myself. And the services that they provided me then inspired me to actually come up with my business to actually help other people.
Excellent. So you had a good experience, I'm assuming, with the buyer's agent who helped you?
Yes, it was a very good experience.
Then that, I'm assuming, triggered something for you around, hey, I could be doing this.
Yeah, look, but then I thought I could do that. But what really helped me was joining the Buyer's Agent Institute to learn more on how to actually execute it correctly and help our clients.
You engaged a buyer's agent to help you. Did you ever once really genuinely believe that you would become a buyer's agent soon and you would be resigning from nursing and doing this full time? Like, was that part of a vision or a dream for you at that stage, or it was just thinking?
I really never dreamed to be a buyer's agent, truly speaking. The reason why I joined the buyer's agent was when people constantly came to me asking for help. And then I thought, well, the only way I can help them is to create a business, and, you know, so I can actually help them nicely. So that's when I thought of the buyer's agent.
Running a buyer's agent business part-time, I mean, you're juggling your work with the nursing, your time that you inject in there. Do you feel like moving into this now full time, it's going to give you a lot more space and a lot more time to really focus in on your business? Like, are you looking forward to that transition of being able to dedicate more time into it?
Look, I still work 3 days in my main job.
Yeah.
But I feel like I need more time to then work in my business and satisfy my clients full time. I'm very, very inspired, and I cannot wait to actually work full time in my main job and focus on what I actually like most.
Yeah, it's nice when you can really focus and prioritize and really inject all your energy and time and joy and everything that you've learned over the years, really put it now into practice and really start to build your business.
Yeah, it's actually very, 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 very inspiring. And thanks very much, Ben, for having assisted me as a mentor. And I knew I could have done it, but after having done the buyer's agent course, it has really changed everything.
No, you're welcome. You're welcome. No, your story's been and is very inspiring, and I know that your story is really going to touch a lot of people, and a lot of people are going to want to go on the journey with you, and they're going to want to learn from you, and they're going to want you to help execute on their plan for them, which is already happening. And it's just going to keep building momentum, and your business will keep growing. And I mean, it's an exciting time. And I think for you, being able to really now monetize your passion and all that knowledge and wisdom that you've developed and the mistakes that you've made, and being able to translate into successful outcomes for your clients, it's going to be very liberating for you.
Yeah, look, it's actually going to be a very, very good time for me. And as I said, I made a number of mistakes myself. And for everyone that has had mistakes or that think they can do it, sometimes it's not as easy as you think. So it's always nice to use professionals in every field. That way you actually minimize risk.
Do you meet a lot of people? You're obviously a bit of a networker. I see you're always at events. You're part of a lot of communities, meeting different types of people. Do you find there's a lot of people who are working in jobs that don't serve them best? They're not truly fulfilled with the work that they're doing. Do you see that a lot and hear that a lot?
Yeah, I not only hearing it, I actually see it every day. You see employees not so happy at work. They are always complaining about this. They don't have enough of that. They can't go for holidays. They are always tied to their job. Yeah, I've actually seen this, and it's actually happening every day. But they have no choice. They just have to work.
They just have to work. But what's interesting is Tom Muleya, who's a very, very renowned entrepreneur in the States, who sold his company last year, Quest Nutrition, for $1 billion. He put a post on Instagram recently, which I really connected with. I resonated with it. And the post effectively was saying, how bad do you really want it? That's what it comes down to. Like, how much effort are you really going to put into it? Because everyone wants the change, they complain, they want more money, they want a better life, they want more holidays. Everyone wants different things and typically aren't working and serving their true purpose. But I think the true question is, how badly does someone want it? What do you think about that?
Yeah, look, I think it's about mindset. You may want what you want, but if you don't execute it and follow your dreams, that's how we actually remain as employees for the rest of our lives. So to change everything, whether it's investing or anything, you have to take that step. Otherwise, no one will do it for you.
Yeah, it's amazing. Before we finish up, what are plans for you this year? I know it's your first year with the new business full time. Have you got any grand plans, or are you just planning on just building some momentum at a pace that suits you? Or
yeah, look, the plan that I have this year is I'm actually having a 1 week holiday to Japan in May, and then I'm also having a 3 week holiday after that. I'm going back to Zimbabwe just to see my family, and then I'll come back. And once I come back, I'll then purely concentrate into my business and serve my clients. That's all I'm actually gonna do this year.
It's incredible, mate. You deserve it. You deserve the holidays, and hopefully now you can have a lot more time to do things that you want to do, traveling or whatever it is that your hobbies that serve you. I really am looking forward to what life brings you from 2020 onwards.
Thanks, Ben. This is quite inspiring.
Where can people find you?
So people can find me 3 ways, either on my website, www.msisaproperty.com.au, or email me on info@msisaproperty.com.au, or you can give me a call on 043 1577 620 for a chat.
Fantastic. Thank you, mate.
Thanks.
Really appreciate it. I hope you found this discussion with Sanders inspiring. I feel like so many people want to create change, as I mentioned, in their life. They want to do different things. And to really, I mean, I'm connected with Sanders in the sense we work together, we chat a lot, and I'm constantly reminded and inspired by Sanders' story. Literally coming here with $50 in his pocket in 2004, working 3 jobs, being a registered nurse for 30 years, being able to build a portfolio of 15 properties in literally 6 years, and then now really pursue his dream, the courage in that, and just the adversity and the resilience and the persistence and what he sacrificed. It's inspiring. So check out Sanders. He is an absolute machine at what he does with buying property. He's made a lot of mistakes. He's done it himself. He's buying, as we discuss, positive cash flow properties in specific parts across Australia, and also delivering instant equity through his acquisition of properties for his clients. Please check him out, connect with Sanders. He's awesome. See you soon.